my fellow Americans, I just want to thank you all for helping me win the race. I was told it was a photo finish, so I just hope my hair looked good. I mean, it must have "you can't win best in show" on a bad hair day. From the very first time they trotted me out in Congress, I knew I was made for politics. I knew that if I just saddled up, loosened the reins, and hit the hay, that I would stir up the country. It behooves me to say that we must not canter, but gallop to greatness. Thank you for totally making me your president. I plan to mount up cross country and ride for you.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Like any good man, I'm a sucker for an interesting map, and after the Trump landslide victory, there have been a lot of interesting maps showing exactly how we got here, but none better than this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is America's major metropolitan population centers: Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, Houston, Las Vegas, Miami, Milwaukee, New York City, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and San Francisco. And you can see all of them swung to the right. This according to the New York Times. New York Times reporting that massive neighborhoods in New York City, all across Philadelphia, San Francisco, isn't that a shock? Miami, all of it swinging hard right. Chicago probably swinging more right than anywhere in the country. These, of course, are historic cities that vote in mass for Democrats. And the wall, the blue wall in America's great cities, is breaking. I live in a pretty big city in Tampa Bay. There's professional sports teams here. There's millions of people who live here. And this county where I live went for Trump. And so things are happening in the urban centers of America. And of course, without these urban centers, Democrats can't win. AOC is from an urban center in America. One of the places that shifted the most rightward in all of the country is AOC's district. AOC, of course, is a filthy Marxist who is low IQ and is someone who should really be concerned about her political future. AOC's district was one of the best performing districts election over election, year over year, for Donald Trump in the entire country. The margin of the Democrat win in the district, and Kamala Harris did win AOC's district, we're not saying Trump won it, but Trump gobbled up more of the vote here by a percentage than almost anywhere in the nation. Far left Democrat AOC's constituents swung towards President Trump in Tuesday's election bid by one of the largest margins in the entire city. Once Deep Blue City saw a roughly 15-point swing towards Trump from 2020 overall, with Kamala Harris raking in 68% of the vote compared to 30% for the Republican nominee. But this is obviously historic and an indication of some very interesting moves. I guess people are sick and tired of Democrat rule and leadership and the chaos that it causes, especially in beautiful places like San Francisco, Miami. These are now becoming red kingdoms. So what is AOC going to do about it? Well, AOC has had a horrible 2024 election cycle. AOC humiliated herself again and again and again in either fake photo ops, as she is known for, or in cringe-inducing political rallies. You can see here AOC hyping herself on stage like a crackhead at Hunter Biden pardon party to, dozens at least people. You see the shots here are very, very tight and are very, look at her go, are very planned to not show that there's maybe like 100 people there. The rest are just media. Look at this. Shooting upwards, never shooting the crowd. But they give it away right here, where you can see the empty hillside. Yeah, you wouldn't have that with a Trump rally, right? So AOC ain't it. But apparently AOC wants to run for president. This is amazing. AOC could run for president in 2028, according to The Hill. One Democrat strategist said that their party is impressed with AOC's ability to cut through the BS and tell it like it is. She's someone who can cut through the noise and doesn't talk like Washington. Democrats believe the Congresswoman has a unique ability to connect with young voters. Young voters, of course, carried the election for Donald Trump. Donald Trump won young voters in states like Wisconsin. Donald Trump won under 25 voters in Wisconsin. It's incredible. We don't talk about that enough. This, they believe, would allow her to utilize social media and podcasts to help win the election. Oh, what do you know? Now they'll go on Joe Rogan. But why would AOC run for president in 2028 when we're not going to make it to 2028, right? According to AOC.
Millennials and people and, Gen Z and all these folks that come after us are looking up and we're like, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue is your biggest issue is how are we going to pay for it? And like, this is the war. This is our World War II.
I'm begging you, run for president. Here's the article cited. Ranking Democrats. Here's who the party could dominate next cycle. Democrats are licking their wounds after getting their asses kicked. The fight looks wide open for 2028. The certainty is that Trump himself will not be on the ballot since the Constitution limits him. Are you sure about that? What if J.D. Vance runs for president and just has Donald Trump be his vice president? You ever thought about that? Just a thought. J.D. Vance would be the front runner, of course. So they say maybe Kamala Harris, maybe Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer, Josh Shapiro, Pete Buttigieg, or AOC. Oh, wow. The 35-year-old New York Congresswoman's name bubbles to the top when Democrats talk about the future of the party. Oh, my. Still, some Democrats say she represents more left wing of the party. Oh, you think so? Really? Speculation that AOC might run for president. It's like Democrats have no clue why Kamala lost. AOC versus JD 2028. I'm excited about it. Somewhere in America, JD Vance is enjoying his breakfast, laughing at the thought of AOC running in 2028. There's a non-zero chance of this happening. AOC runs against somebody like JD Vance in 2028. People are saying that you may lose the whole country, right? This is going to be the entire, this is 180 electoral votes to 358. Democrats would pretty much lose everything. AOC is considering running for president. I didn't think there could be a more stupid person than Kamala Harris as a nominee until now. My electoral map of AOC is the 2028 nominee against J.D. Vance. It looks like AOC would win, would lose New Hampshire, would lose Virginia, would lose obviously the entire Sun Belt with the exception of Colorado. I mean, if they put in national voter ID, then you may have the entire country go red. I love me some AOC. Unfortunately, her shtick is not scalable on a national scale. May not even be scalable at a state level. Remember, AOC is just Kamala. AOC is just Kamala without the mileage. She will be rejected at the ballot box even more thoroughly than Kamala was. Why would AOC run for president in 2028 when the world is ending in 2031? Presidential candidates, AOC, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton. Amazing. Apparently, AOC may run for president in 2028. Let's listen to her campaign speech.
Because no is not a final answer. We need to have the mentality that no means find another way. No means try again. No means look somewhere else. No does not mean stop trying. Okay?
This seems counterintuitive to like some of the women's rights messaging stuff. Like if it was a dude saying this, right? Like during the Me Too movement, he'd be canceled. So I don't really know what that means. But could you imagine being married to somebody like that has this thought process? Ooh, yeah. Somebody who's had a romantic tryst with AOC, it would be Elon Musk. They've at least flirted on social media. Here's what, but they're on the rocks now. Here's what AOC had to say about Elon Musk in her humiliating campaign stops that drew dozens of people during the 2024 election.
See Elon Musk coming in here. I mean, we got to talk about what this guy's doing, right? He's not only just dumping millions and millions of dollars here in the state of Pennsylvania, acting like he's from here, acting like he knows what Pennsylvania is about. It's not just what he's doing. He's doing these little, these little contests where he's promising people $1 million, in some kind of lottery giveaway if they sign up for his list. And I want us to put together what those two things are like. When you have a billionaire just dangling $1 million to those of us and many of us who are struggling to make ends meet if they dance for him.
That's awesome.
You've got Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume because he thinks that's what people do.
That is what people do. What are you talking about? And giving away millions of dollars, making people millionaires is awesome. That's what you should do if you're super rich and you're Iron Man, right? If you're Tony Stark. How can you possibly be against that? Let's let her continue.
They're not trying to empathize with us. They are making fun of us.
No, they're not. Kamala Harris is making fun of people by claiming that she worked at McDonald's when she didn't. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, like, helping people and giving them hope and letting them be seen, right, as the left would say. Like, these are good things to do. Elon Musk just wants to save free speech. It's actually an insane clip. How small is that? Speaking of working at McDonald's, I've seen McDonald's lines that are much longer than the amount of people that showed up to hear AOC. AOC accuses Elon Musk of making fun of working class people by selecting voters who earn $1 million for signing the petition to support free speech. They're literally supporting the Constitution you supposedly took an oath on. But yeah, you do you. AOC is going to have some very interesting campaign oppo, given the fact that she fake handcuffed herself when she was getting arrested in Congress. Why would you hold your hands like that? Why would you yell into a parking lot? These are some important questions for JD Vance 2028. Are we starting too early? Not if AOC is running. We say right now on the show, you can clip it, publish it. AOC gets our full endorsement for the Democrat nominee. Okay, in what might be a crowded Democrat primary, AOC has our full endorsement. You go, girl. We're here standing right behind you. Not the way that Elon would like to, but we're here standing behind you metaphorically in the show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So AOC, you go get him, girl. We'll see you in 2028.